true crime. That's right. On this week's episode, we're dabbling our little piggies into the true crime pool. What type of piggies? Maybe a Nataro type of piggy. A Pignataro? No, Pignataro. That's right. You're gonna learn a lot about toupees and murder on this week's episode of
Too Many Tabs.
Remember to smile.
Welcome to Too Many Tabs, a podcast where a husband and wife duo sit next to each other at a table. And guys, we're deep in it. Deep in quack month.
Yeah, we're quacking around.
We've been quacking so hard. We've had so many different types of quacks, medical quacks, therapeutic quacks, and others in our opinion and yours.
We read the comments.
Because we've been reading the comments, and it's been pretty amazing out there to hear your feedback on what you feel about all of these different people during Quack Month in August. And today, Mrs. P is changing it up again, aren't you?
I do. I have a whole new quack, maybe, potentially. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
True crime. I can't say it. Oh my God.
No, you said it like a duck. That's how a duck would say it. A true crime quack. Is that what you were trying to do?
I wasn't trying to do it, but it was happening.
Try it one more time. Say
True crime quack.
No, do it one more.
True crime quack.
That's the better one. Oh my God. I know we didn't do a Quack Month shirt this year.
No.
But I think we just nailed it.
True crime quack.
True crime quack is kind of.
All right, let me get on my digital art. I'll make it happen.
Yeah, Mrs. P's you already want to talk to a designer because we don't use AI generative dog shit because that's true crime quack only comes accidentally.
Oh, no.
Speaking of coming, I'm right now in the middle of my tour, and I'm coming to 12 cities across America, including next weekend, Boston and Philly. Mrs. P, what true crime quack do you have today? This episode's already the best one we've ever recorded. Go ahead.
So, okay. Dr. Anthony Pignataro.
Pignataro?
Pignataro.
Okay, let me tell you something. I had to take a minute.
I
okay?
know.
And I'm gonna be really good here.
Yeah.
When you were like Dr. Anthony, I'm like, don't say Fauci. Don't say Fauci. I'm like, no.
I would never do that to my boy Fauci.
But okay, Dr. Anthony
Pignataro.
That's one word.
Yeah, not Tignataro.
No, we love her.
I love.
Pig, we love you. We love you.
So
there's
funny.
a Pignataro?
Dr. Anthony Pignataro.
Tony Pignataro.
Yeah, I'm going to call him Tony a lot.
Okay.
This is all a lot.
Should we just go with Dr. Tony?
Dr. Tony, agreed.
Dr. Tony, I bet you, I guarantee you right now, somewhere out there on the internet, there's a social media personality named Dr. Tony.
Oh.
And people are going to be in the comments.
Tagging him.
And they're like, Dr. Tony. I'm
We're
like,
not talking about that
We're talking
one.
about Dr. Anthony Pignataro. But
Yeah.
before we go any further, like, subscribe, comment, 5 stars, blah, blah, you know the deals.
thing.
Come on.
Born Buffalo, New York. While he's living in Buffalo, New York, he meets a lady named Deb. In his early 20s, they fall in love. They do a long distance thing for a while because he has to go to college because he wants to be a doctor.
Well, yeah, okay.
I already told you he's a doctor.
Well, honestly,
but I need to give you some background.
But no, you know what? Chiropractors, they say they're doctors too.
See?
We see you.
Okay, so he wants to be a doctor when he grows up, just like his dad.
Oh.
And when I say he wants to be a doctor, I mean that he believes deep in his soul that he's entitled to be a doctor.
Ooh.
Okay, that it is owed to him due to his mind and excellence that he deserves to be a doctor.
And the fact is his dad is one.
His dad's a doctor.
So he is my dad. Do you know who my dad is? My dad owns a dealership of doctoring. Got it.
Okay, I'm going to show you a picture of him in the 80s. He looks like Dr. Cox from Scrubs.
Oh, okay. That is not who I expected.
Yeah.
When you start describing Dr. Anthony Pignataro,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go ahead and throw it out there right for you right now.
Yeah.
Not who I had in my brain.
That's why I needed you to have an image.
I needed this image. Thank you very much for giving me an image very
I do
early
have
on.
on the same glasses as him.
You do actually have. Well, the aviators are coming back in a big way. But
I'm bringing them back.
Yes.
So that's Deb. That's
Deb,
Dr. Tony.
That's Deb Pignataro.
Yeah,
I
Deb
can't get over this name.
And there are 2 kids who I'm not going to discuss.
That's fine. They're adults now.
Yeah, they're girls. After he graduates Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania.
You went to Lehigh Valley University?
Yeah. He applies to the top medical schools in the country. In his mind, this isn't a question of whether or not he's going to be accepted. It's which elite program will he choose to go to, right? However, he barely studied for the MCAT, I believe it's called, assuming that he would be so intelligent that they're just going to accept him, right? Well, rejection starts rolling in. John Hopkins, nope. Harvard, nope. Columbia, nope. The thing is, his scores sucked, and his daddy's name didn't make it out of fucking Buffalo, New York.
Well, his daddy's name is Pignataro.
Yeah.
Just, I'm like, sorry, it's a crazy name. All right.
So he finally gets accepted to a medical school called San Juan Bautista School of Medicine in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Which is a school, it's just far less prestigious, right?
Yes.
This isn't building his ego.
Yes,
right?
he's not in one of the top 20 Ivies.
Yeah.
He's in a school down in Puerto Rico. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
That is fine. But yeah.
He goes down there for 4 years, obs, and him and Deb are doing this long distance thing. They're still in love up in New York.
Okay.
Here's the thing. He is definitely, most likely, allegedly cheating on her the whole time. He's down in the islands. He's in medical school.
Yeah.
Fun fact, most of the classes are taught there strictly in Spanish, so he learns Spanish hella fast.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually impressive when you think about it. Like, immersive Spanish.
So what you're saying, so he's a smart guy.
Yes.
He is a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's just entitled and kind of lazy.
He's entitled, lazy, and an egomaniac.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he could be the president. That's just that's just kind of where we're sitting here. Like, that's kind of where. Also, I love long distance relationship. He's in Puerto Rico and she's in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, real bummer.
Imagine calling somebody in Puerto Rico from Buffalo in February. I just want to I know we have fans who are watching this right now.
In Buffalo.
We have fans in Buffalo and we have fans in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Imagine, I want in February, if you come across this episode or you think about it, just look at what it looks. Just look up the temperature.
It's 73. It's
look
73.
at the weather.
I know it is because I love to go to Puerto Rico in March.
Yes.
And because it's 73.
And in Buffalo, they are trudging through the snow.
Yeah.
Being like, why, Josh Allen? Why? Why did you lose again?
So after medical school, he asks his dad to make some phone calls and help. His dad helps him get a residency at a hospital in Baltimore. Okay. Now, this hospital is within the John Hopkins health system.
Yes.
So this is a good opportunity.
Yes. And we know that these residencies were created by a man who was addicted to cocaine because of 2 episodes ago. 3 episodes ago.
3 episodes ago.
3 episodes ago.
That's right.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going to battle my cocaine with morphine. And that.
Now you're going to stay awake for your residency.
Yep.
Got it?
So this is what happened. So he's in a Baltimore hospital.
He's in a Baltimore hospital. And him and Deb are married now, by the way.
Okay.
So the couple moved down to Baltimore so Tony can start in the program. He does like general surgery for 2 years. Deb gets a gig as an admin at a plastic surgeon's office.
Okay. So she's doing
she's
like front
gonna do,
desk.
yeah, she's going to start getting into the medical stuff. Front desk admin stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's getting the files with the 3 letters on them.
Yep.
I hated those file folders. Those file folders have never made sense to me.
Yeah.
Every time I go to a place and they got the file folders with the 3 letters on them, I'm like, your system's bad.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what
Why
you're doing.
am I labeled under that?
It's always weird to me when you show up at a place that has those files and they have a computer. Pick one. That's what I'm gonna say.
So his coworkers in the hospital don't like him.
No,
Yeah.
they don't like Anthony Pignataro.
They don't like him.
Dr. Anthony Pignataro.
He's arrogant, and he does not get along well with his coworkers.
Okay.
His residency does not get renewed by the hospital, and they have to move back to Buffalo.
Having to be kicked out of Baltimore to have to go back to Buffalo, that's crushing. When you're not good enough for Baltimore, and listen, I'm wearing my Philly shirt right now.
We love Baltimore.
We love Baltimore. I love Baltimore. Go Birds, go
They're my
Ravens.
cousins. They're my cousins.
Yeah,
down
go
there.
Orioles, okay?
Yeah.
They don't have any other teams. They got other stuff going on
They got
there.
a lot
We
going
love
on.
a Baltimore. We love an aquarium.
Oh.
We love a crab. We love an Old Bay.
I love it.
Unlike some people in this place, I like a Maryland flag. I don't think it's like, what's the word you use all the time?
Too much. It's busy. It's busy.
Yeah. No, they're overwhelming.
Yeah.
What's the overstimulating?
Overstimulating,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Loud.
I don't believe the flag of Maryland is overstimulating.
I said it's loud, and you don't think something is loud. This is a shock
This
to us
is
all.
a shock. Anyway, so he has to go back to Buffalo in shame.
Tail between his legs.
In shame.
Yeah.
With his wife in tow.
Yep. Also, now this whole time, Deb is trying to get pregnant. Well, they're trying to get pregnant.
Okay.
It's not going great. There's a couple of miscarriages. She's really stressing. She's getting sick. She's going through a lot. And Tony, being the sweet gentleman and loving husband that he is bullying her relentlessly for gaining weight and not taking care of herself.
Okay.
Okay, because
that works.
3 pregnancies, other things are going on, like all this stuff's happening to her body. And so the thing is, Dr. Tony is obsessed with his looks.
Okay.
He works out all the time. He is just like in general, very vain. So her not looking perfect is reflecting on him poorly.
So he's the clavicular of doctoring.
Yes.
Okay, so Dr. Clavicular
Pignataro.
This is crazy. Okay, and so all right, I understand kind of where we are here.
Yeah.
This is also, I just want to say this right now.
Yeah.
It's even pre-woke one.
Yeah.
So it's like he's in the 80s still. Yeah. So the things
this
that
is
he's
like
been pumped
gym
in,
culture. This is like when you're
beginning
like
of gym
in like
culture.
the tank tops that are real low around the nips on the boys.
For real fast for the visual viewers, not just the listeners. I hope that we put in a clip of, I'm gonna go with it here. Not only this. There is a movie, a John Travolta movie.
Okay.
Where it's him and what's her name? Oh my God, what's her name?
I don't know.
For Freaky Friday.
Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
And they're like working out and they're doing
they're sexy working
they're
out
like
with each other.
sexy working out. I hope that is playing behind us as we're describing gyms in the 80s.
I think you should always find a reason to put Jamie Lee Curtis on a screen.
But it's this weird pump they do at each other.
It's like a pump.
I remember seeing that in a movie. Like I think it was on like HBO. Like that scene. I remember seeing that on like HBO or Showtime. They play it daytime.
Yeah.
And it was always like, yeah. It wasn't weird. They didn't think it was weird. And I was like, that's just weird. Like now looking back at it. But this is just kind of how, but this is what the gym culture was like.
Yeah. I mean, is it better than what gym culture is now where everybody accidentally records each other at Pilates class?
It's not. It's not better. It's just different. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Ugh. So they go back to Buffalo. He gets a part-time gig while he's looking for a new residency.
Because he can't do doctoring still.
No, because he hasn't completed his residency and taken the test or whatever.
Yeah.
So he finds another gig, a new residency at Georgetown University Medical School in D.C.
Okay.
And he gets it, right? So he decides he wants to specialize in ear, nose, and throat medicine. So they go down there, the two of them, obviously. Mm-hmm. Now, while he is working down there, he's gaining work experience, but you know what he's not gaining experience in building friendships because his colleagues immediately hate him again.
Yeah.
He has a reputation for being an arrogant asshole. He also, I guess the way that they did it at the time, or I don't know if they still do it this way, but like you get to take rotations through different parts of the hospital. So he does take a rotation through plastic and cosmetic surgery department, and he like really likes it. And he like comes back to Deb and he's like, this plastic surgery stuff, this is going to be big one day.
Yeah.
This is a big deal.
And she's like, no shit, I was an admin.
Yeah.
For a plastic surgeon.
And she's like, this is a wedge salad situation for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had to have a man tell him.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to.
Yeah.
I understand that.
So here's what's happening. He is getting like a lot of what we call constructive criticism. He's getting some feedback from Georgetown about his colleagues and his work ethic.
And his bedside manner, maybe.
Well, I think there was like an incident where like he was supposed to be on call, but he went out drinking. And then when he came in, he was drunk. You know what I mean? Like when you're on call, you're not supposed to. But then he like yelled at everybody.
So I'm going to push back on that a little bit. Just a little bit. Just because we also used to be on call for our restaurant jobs. And would we sometimes show up drunk for that? Yes. But were we doctors? No.
I wasn't supposed to be doing medical charting.
Yeah, but also it's
all I had to do was get more booze to the other people in the room.
Yeah.
When you're drunk, that's the easiest job.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating thing from the restaurant industry though, because they would put you on call, which nukes you being able to use your own schedule.
Yeah.
That's the part that sucks. But
you're like, guess what? I was at the beach and now I'm here in a bikini, gonna wait tables. Your fault.
What's up? You want mozzarella sticks? That's what you're getting. Imagine if your doctor said that. That's where we are. I just want to put that into context for people. Okay.
Yeah. So he can sense that people aren't vibing with him here, and instead of letting
they're like, you're a dickhead.
Yeah. Instead of letting himself get fired, he starts looking for a new gig. Right. So he does.
Smart thing to do.
He secures a new residency at Thomas Jefferson University Medical Center in Philadelphia, baby.
Oh, no. So he's now Dr. Philly? He's becoming a Philly doctor?
Deb and Tony pack it up and move to P-Town, baby.
Oh, no.
I actually think they moved to the suburbs. And then he
I don't doubt it. I bet they were living out on the main line
There's no
somewhere.
way Deb and Tony are living downtown next to Jefferson.
No, you can't go from Buffalo to living there.
Delco, Buffalo to Delco. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I would say Delco, main line area, definitely. Yeah. Maybe a Bucks County.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I couldn't figure out. I looked up everywhere to try to figure out where he was.
Yeah. But it's also the
80s
too, so it's like trying to dig through tax
Yeah, I'd have
records.
to go find paperwork.
Yeah.
So do you think his personality is going to do really well in Philadelphia?
Do I think an arrogant asshole is going to do well in the city of brotherly love? I'm going to say no.
He immediately pisses off his colleagues. See how other colleagues were like, oh, he's annoying. We don't really like him. In Philadelphia, they're like,
Fuck that guy.
Pissing us off.
Fuck that guy. That's where they immediately. They're like, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I have to wake up every day in Philadelphia. shouldn't have to go to work next to you. That's where they are.
No, that's exactly
that's 100%. I gotta ride the L to come here to stand next to Dr. Tony Pignataro? Fuck off.
Fuck out of here.
I'm immediately, here's the thing. The only name I know in this is Tony Pignataro. I've already chosen the side of everyone else. But the second you're like, the people of Philadelphia hated him. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
As I sit here in my I Choose Violence Philly shirt from South Fellini.
When confronted with this constructive feedback.
Yeah, sure. I think constructive feedback was a nurse with a knife. You're like, go on, get!
I know it was a nurse who'd been working at Jefferson for 30 fucking years, who he gave a little bit of attitude to, and she said, you better sit the fuck down.
Yeah,
you better sit the fuck down. Who do you think you are, Buffalo?
So I transferred here from Temple Hospital. I'm so happy that there's less blood. Like, that's what she is. And you're going to show up here from Buffalo and tell me how to stitch up a gunshot wound?
Get the fuck out of here.
The fuck? Oh,
so
my
he
God.
dismisses any negative critique as jealousy. He's like, you all just hate me because I've entered at the senior level and I'm all smarter than you.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'll let it go. I'm gonna do something rare. I'm gonna let it go because I know we got a lot to cover here. Because I'm about to lean into let's start counting rings if we want to talk about jealousy there. Huh, Buffalo boy?
You're going to make this about football right now?
I am going to, because you know why? They keep not ranking Jalen Hurts, QB1, Super Bowl winner, who's been to 2 Super Bowls. They keep ranking Buffalo's Josh Allen above him, being like, oh, well, Josh Allen's a better. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at the stats.
Let's look at the stats, though.
Yeah, let's look at the fingies.
Yeah.
Let's look at the fingies. Let's look at the
I wonder what the
Lombardis.
difference is between those two.
I wonder what the difference between Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts could be.
I wonder what it is.
I wonder what that is. I wonder what that is. Why don't we ask $60 million ESPN commentator Pat McAfee as he sits next to Donald Trump in a pole barn surrounded by teen girls before he goes release his old AI stupid music album, huh? Pat McAfee? Sorry, I don't know how I got there.
So he fought with his coworkers all the time. But guess what? Though you are wrong about one thing. He didn't fight with his patients. He actually had some see you next Tuesday. He had the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent when it came to the patients. He had a bedside manner.
Okay, for Philadelphia, sure.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, for Philly. For Philly. Hold on. I got to tell a side story. I do have to tell a little story here.
Go ahead.
So when we moved from Philly out to the burbs and things started taking off for me on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I came into the city one day and I was doing a show.
Yep.
And I had some extra time and I was in Center City, Philadelphia, and I walked into a shoe store and no one greeted me. Nobody greeted me.
No.
And the person who was actually the manager was FaceTiming on her phone. And I was like looking at shoes, and I finally was just like, I had 2 shoes. I couldn't like decide. I'm like, I'm going to try on one of them. I'm interested in the shoe. Yeah. And I walked over, and she legitimately did this. She goes, what do you want? And I was like, what? And I finally told her, I go, I don't know which one's better. And she was like, huh? I'm like look-wise. Usually my wife helps me with like, which one? But like, I think this one might feel better, but this one looks better. And she was like, oh, and she literally, it took her a second. It took her a beat to see the humanity in me. And then she went, I'm going to call you back. I need to help this man. And then she hung up the phone. But that's like, it took me a minute because I'd been in the burbs for like 6 years at that point.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten.
You forgot how
I forgot how to merge, which is to walk up and just be like, what the fuck is your problem? Like, you have to open there.
Yeah.
And then kind of backpedal down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty...
And so a guy from Buffalo being like, I bet that hurts.
We're like, whoa.
That's all that matters.
Whoa.
That's all that matters.
Why are you smiling at me on the street? Don't make eye contact with me.
You
Don't
see?
fucking talk to me.
Violent.
Debbie, by the way, is working at another plastic surgeon's office, like an adminish role. But guess what she finds out?
What?
They have an employee discount. Boom. She's getting a nose job. Okay? She said, employee discount, bet. So she gets this rhinoplasty and she loves it. Tony loves it too. He's like, your nose looks great, babe. He goes and gets his nose done too on her same employee discount.
You know what, Mrs. P?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I feel foreshadowing beginning. And you know what happens when I foreshadow?
What?
I have to talk to a sponsor. If you're traveling this season, don't wait to start learning the language. Try Babbel today. Don't just memorize random vocabulary and point like an ugly American. Actually learn the words and phrases you're likely to encounter abroad. With 10 minutes of practice a day for 3 weeks, Babbel can help you start having real conversations with quick lessons built by over 200 language experts.
I'm learning Spanish.
That's right. You have been. You've been using Babbel to learn Spanish.
Yeah, because when we travel down to Puerto Rico to visit family, it's always better to be able to properly communicate. So I thought I would get better at Spanish.
And I'm learning Japanese because Godzilla.
Huh?
You know, like sometimes you're watching a movie and it's like it has subtitles. I don't mind reading subtitles.
Okay.
Right? But like sometimes like I just want to just take it all in. And I don't want to like, also with anime too, I like doing the second screen where I'm like playing a game, having an anime on the background. But like that means I have to default to a dub anime and that changes the baseline of the show because that the person who's doing the voiceover is doing it slightly different than the way it was originally intended.
Did you just nerd this ad read?
Japanese. Lessons on Babbel are interactive and fit into your schedule with everything from practice conversations to podcast, all designed to get you speaking quickly. Babbel's award-winning app has sold 25 million subscriptions and is backed by a 14-day money-back guarantee. If you've got travel coming up, now's the time to start so you can actually use what you learn on the trip. Right now, Babbel is offering Too Many Tabs fans up to 60% off. Go to Babbel.com/tabs. That's Babbel, BABBEL.com/TABS for up to 60% off. Rules and restrictions may apply. Dr. Tony Pignataro and Deb, was it Deb?
Deb
Pignataro are beginning their journey into plastic surgery, and they both get nose jobs.
They both get nose jobs because, again, Dr. Tony's very vain. He's obsessed with how he looks. He wants to look very good.
And to be fair, that first picture you showed me, was that before? That was before the surgeries?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know where that is.
It was hard to find pictures.
Because I was going to say, like, he looked fine. He looked just like a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that is pissing him off, though, is he can work out. He can probably go to the tanning salon. He can use the lotions. He can get a nose job. He can watch his diet. He can do all these things to fix the way he looks aesthetically. But there's something he can't fix, and it pisses him the fuck off, and that's his hairline.
Oh, okay.
He's starting to go bald, and he's very self-conscious about it.
And this is pre-turkey.
Yeah.
This is long... Pre-turkey, this is pre-Rogaine, right?
Yep.
I think Rogaine might be just starting to show up.
Minoxidil had not been invented yet.
Yeah. There's a few things like that, so there's treatments aren't there.
I just need to know there's an underlying rage that he can control the way he looks about everything except for the hair. You just need to know that.
So his hair is doing a Stephen Miller.
Yeah.
It's running backwards.
Well, he's not as ugly as Stephen Miller.
Okay, well, we'll give him that.
Or Stephen Miller's Slut of a Wife.
Whoa!
So after 1 year at Jefferson, Tony has to have his annual evaluation. And fun fact, the submissions come from your colleagues.
Wow.
And it is brutal.
Who could have seen that one coming?
One person wrote, quote, simply put, he is unreliable, poorly informed, dishonest, and dangerous. Do not rehire. The responsibility is too great and the risk too high. I fear that lives are at stake.
That's so fucking insane. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
In the video game Resident Evil, those are the logs you find in the labs after the outbreak has started. Like
Yeah.
as you're walking around looking for a key to go through the pyramid or whatever, you'll find like a little tape and be like, you should not hire this man.
Yeah.
Lives are at stake. And they're like, okay. And then it's the next day journal.
Yeah.
They rehired him. Like that's how it goes. Okay, so what happens
I do
then?
want to say that my quote is actually from this book that I did research through called Last Dance, Last Chance by Anne Rule. She like writes like these true crime novels based on stuff. So it's like the quote is kind of from her.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Another person wrote, I find him to be dishonest, manipulative, and conniving. He has demonstrated a lack of fundamental medical knowledge. His dishonesty and lack of medical knowledge combined with his arrogance makes him dangerous.
Conniving.
Conniving
is a crazy word to pull out.
Yeah.
He's conniving.
At your annual review.
Dude.
So they don't hire him back.
Sorry. Does he have to do them? Does he have to do like 2 years at a single place?
You have to have consecutive years at a certain place, and then you have to take the board.
Okay.
You have to pass the test based on like that experience and then get like certain amount of scores.
To get his medical license.
Yes.
Okay.
So he scores are so low from the hospital that he actually, I guess, doesn't qualify to get board certified at all.
Okay.
So they move back to Buffalo.
Buddy, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Back to Buffalo. And here's the thing. I've done shows in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I like Buffalo.
Buffalo's
I went up there. I
nice.
was like, this is a very, very nice town.
Yeah.
But the concept of having to return to Buffalo this many times, to come to Baltimore and Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and to not be embraced.
No.
We embraced gritty. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy.
We can sense
Yeah.
the true nature of someone. You see Gritty and you're like, I can sense that he's cool inside.
Yeah, you know what it is with the Philly people? Because
Yeah.
I'm reading into it a lot. It feels very much of, he tried to pass his work off on me. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
You can do a lot. You can do a lot. You can fight me over a parking
You can
cone.
be mean.
You can be
curse
mean.
me out.
Hell, you can even be probably a little cruel.
Yeah.
But make me do your job? Fuck
Absolutely
you.
the fuck not.
Fuck off.
Don't even.
Don't even fucking do this.
Remember that time I had this boss? I don't know if you remember this. I had this boss. He got like hired by the main boss to be like a middle manager over me, and he
I
had
know
been
what
there
you're talking
forever.
about already.
And he loved to like give me his work, and I'll never forget. I got so mad at him about it. He left like a stack of papers on my desk, and he's like, "I need you to do A, B, and C with these papers," which was his job. It was not my job.
It was
I made
in
it
his
very
description.
clear.
It was the reason he was hired.
It was the reason he was hired. I
Yep.
had made it clear to my boss that I was not doing this. It's not what I was hired for.
Because he was hired after you.
Yeah.
You were there, and they
Yeah.
created his role to do this job.
to do this job.
Yeah.
So then he came and put that job on my desk, the stack of papers. Like, I need this done by end of day. And that stack of papers sat on that corner on my desk for 2 weeks untouched, gathering dust. And he would come by, he's like, when are you going to do that? I was like, I'm not. And he would be like, you need to get this done. I was like, no. And I just left it there.
Yeah.
So I think actually a big E action figure, I put it on top as a paper holder at a certain point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, no.
Big E
Yeah.
from the WWE.
My
The
favorite.
remaining member of the New Day who's still there because he's stuck in contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great. We love you, Big E Langston. But I will say,
And I never did it.
I know you
never did it.
Because I
Not
want to say
once.
something right there. When you pointed at the stack of papers,
Yeah.
the now imaginary stack of papers, and
Yeah.
you just said no. That's the exact same way our child says no to us all the time.
Oh no, I know where you got it from.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Recently, I came home from, I have to travel now because
Yeah.
of building for the tour, crashingouttour.com, coming to some more cities near you, including Philadelphia this weekend, Philadelphia and Boston. I had the one day I woke up because he was asleep by the time I went to bed.
Yep.
You brought him in to wake me up.
Say good morning.
He said, say good morning. He said, good morning, Daddy. And I picked him up without my glasses on. He's coming into focus. I said, did you miss me, buddy? And he's about this far away. He just went, no. And I just have to process that.
Yeah.
It's no mode, number one. But it's
Yeah.
also his,
No.
her son.
No. Okay, so they don't hire him back. They move back to Buffalo. He cannot legally practice medicine because
Noted.
he's unable to get board certification
Noted.
because of how poorly he had done in this program.
Yes.
Who cares, though? Tony's got bigger plans. He wants to start his own practice in West Seneca, which is like a area outside of Buffalo.
Yeah.
He leases an office space. He takes out a loan to remodel it. He has a vision beyond what everybody else is doing. He wants to create his own space, specifically with an operating room in the basement where he can perform surgery himself. No hospitals, no oversight.
Okay, is he making the first med spa? Is that what this is? Is this the first unlicensed, unregulated med spa, basically? Because just so you guys know, like it's a big issue. It's a big issue in the industry for med spas.
Yeah.
When you go there, like, yeah,
they're not regulated.
A lot of them are they're real crazy. It's really crazy. So I just I'm taking a beat here. I'm taking a breath. I'm remembering that this is a true crime quack story. And I'm starting to feel things go in a specific direction. We have a basement operating room. Imagine you're going to go to some place. It's like, yeah, and then just follow me down to the basement. We'll cut you right up. No. This is, I'm terrified. I'm terrified where this is going.
So Deb, who's being constantly berated for how she looks and constantly is being cheated on. I just have to pepper that in. He is cheating on her all the time.
So he's coming home. He's like, you're fat. Then he goes out. He's getting hammered. He's cheating on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. With all the worst kind of ladies. But Deb is in charge of handling the books and all the paperwork to get this practice off the ground. So she's still running the joint.
Because she did admin.
Yeah, she did admin. Now, while it's being built out, this center.
Does she know he failed his residency?
Yes.
She does know.
She does know, but she believes in him.
Okay.
Or she has that thing where you've invested so much time, you just
sunk cost fallacy.
I think she's got a case of the sunk cost fallacy.
I think it's that.
Because some of the ladies that he's cheating with will reach out to her and be like, you know, just so you know, and then she's like, fuck you, don't let me ever see you around him.
Oh, she blames them for.
Yeah, she's in very deep.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also like she's a woman in the 80s. There's there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
There's just like a lot in there of things to unpack.
So
I was just asking in general though, because I was trying to see if we're gonna give her an out.
And
so what I'm saying is,
Deb. Don't worry about Deb right now. You're gonna worry about Deb later.
I am gonna worry about Deb later. I am, but I'm just gonna say right now though, if building an unlicensed medical facility that has an operating room in the basement, Deb is fully aware.
Yeah.
Of what is happening and what they're doing in this situation. What we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In my opinion. Fuck if I know. I don't know if she do. Okay, so...
It feels that way.
It feels like she knew, but
Okay.
what do I know?
Okay.
They have a privilege you get as a married couple.
Oh, yeah.
Where we don't have to say anything,
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
you get on a podcast and you tell everybody why you're geting divorced.
Okay. I love how you're never going to let that go.
What? This is New Mom's house.
Welcome to New Mom's house. Today we're talking to Pignataro.
No, we're talking about Pignataro.
Oh, sure.
If we could get Pignataro on, I would. Oh my god! And then
If
I would
we could
ask
have-
her all about fucking RFK Jr.'s
Oh
wife.
my God. No, can I tell you?
Yeah.
This would be the perfect episode.
Yeah.
To have Tignataro sit between us and hear us talk about Pignataro and have her the entire time just be like, guys, this is very confusing for me.
How did I
Not
get here?
you. We're talking about Tony and Deb.
Yeah. And then they'd be like, but really, what was it like when you found out she was marrying RFK?
Yeah,
Jr.?
what was it like when RFK Jr. started saying all these crazy things about which races do better with vaccines?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
And you were in the lobby with her? Okay. So, let's see. So while this is all being built out, Tony gets a job working part-time with this other doctor in the Buffalo area. And the doctor is super well respected and is able to secure conditional operating privileges for Tony at a couple Buffalo area hospitals, despite Tony not being board certified.
Okay, because they can get some sign-offs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, this is also dangerous, though, too, because you're talking about business loans and others. Do we know around what year we're in now?
Something in the 80s.
Okay.
Or the 90s.
This one thing to keep in mind, guys, about loans from working in banking. Until really the late 80s, early 90s, it was based solely on reputation. Credit reports didn't exist. I know. Stop being mad in the comments. I can already feel you starting to rage. What do you mean credit reports didn't exist? They didn't really exist until around 1987, and they really didn't come online in most places until 1989. And so a lot of times it was, oh, you want to get a business license, or oh, you want to borrow to open up a medical facility? What other successful doctors will say that what you're doing is a smart idea?
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with credit rating. Those came later. There's a lot of things that
Are you a woman? Denied. Are you a person of color? Denied.
There was a lot of tricks they would do to basically investigate you as a person. Did they go to church regularly? That was a big question. Who did they know in the community? How well did they do in school? There was all these other like little things that they would check off before credit reports existed. And so this doctor taking a backing with him is terrifying because, again, we're also at a time too when people used to have second secret families because they could just go 2 towns over and there was no Facebook tracking them, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't Google a name. There was no way to search that stuff unless you knew to go to specific areas and specific industries to look for specific journals.
Yeah.
So I'm scared.
So he's performing surgery, and he performs a surgery on a client with a deviated septum, but it goes wrong. He perforated a bone in this guy's face, and okay, all I know is that spinal fluid leaked into his nasal passages. So I don't know how
do you go far enough?
I don't know, but he did. Dr. Tony saw what happened, ignores it, sends the guy on his way, but that guy was God's favorite and he survived that. But senior staff reviewed the case. His hospital privileges were immediately revoked. Okay?
I'm just taking a breath. I'm taking a breath. Audio only listeners, I'm taking a beat here because this man's immediately almost killing people.
Yeah, at a different hospital where he still had access, Dr. Tony performed a surgery on a 71-year-old man with a tumor in his voice box, which is a very routine procedure. But this patient passed away. The hospital board investigated and then restricted Dr. Tony's privileges and then let them expire, no renewal. So I think it was like a liability thing, in my opinion. They were like, we can't kick him out because then that's going to be our liability on letting him do the surgery.
Yeah, because we gave him a waiver.
So we need to just let it expire and then we won't renew. You know what I mean? Like that's what it feels like. It feels like insurance.
Yes. You
know what I mean? I can't prove that.
We can't prove
it's
that.
It's a feeling.
But if I was doing the legal strategy for a hospital that just let a madman, who couldn't
a non-board certified madman,
a non-board certified madman who was so conniving and manipulative that the people of Philadelphia told him to fuck off back to Buffalo.
Yeah.
I would also be like, so we're not going to fire him, but we're not going to just let him in the building anymore.
Yeah. So now there are no hospitals where he can perform surgery.
Okay, but he has the basement.
Do not worry because the building's done and he's got a basement now.
Ooh.
So he does open his medical clinic. But specifically, it's a plastic surgery center.
Okay.
Because he's obsessed with plastic surgery, even though he has very little to no formal training in plastic surgery.
And even though he was dealing with a deviated septum, which is what most people will use as a cover for rhinoplasty.
Yeah.
And he nearly killed a man with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to
I would love to get my deviated septum fixed. That'd be crazy. But I don't want to go to this guy.
No.
So he attended some plastic surgery conferences, and in his free time, he would work on cadavers.
Where's he getting the cadavers from?
I couldn't find out. I could not figure out where he's getting them, but he's getting access to cadavers.
I don't like that. This is one of those things where, like, I'm leaving my body to science. I'm like, which science?
Don't do it.
No, you should do it, but I don't know. I'm like, every now and then you find out, they're like, yeah, we left it to science. And they're like, cool. What'd they do with it? Strapped it to a bomb to make sure it shot out enough of shrapnel. Gave it to Dr. Tony Pignataro so he could have his basement fun time? What the fuck are we doing here?
So here's the thing. He has big ideas, and he knew that he wanted to be a famous surgeon. Nay, he was going to be a famous surgeon. He was born to be a famous surgeon, not just a regular surgeon. Therefore, he would have to create a medical breakthrough. And so what is the best way to do that? Is to invent something.
Okay.
And when we get back from this break, I'm going to tell you all about Dr. Tony's incredible new plastic surgery invention.
Oh, no. Ooh, Mrs. P, this is your favorite sponsor. Why don't you read it?
Okay, upgrade your favorite mattress this fall in comfort and style with Brooklyn Bedding. Brooklyn Bedding makes amazing mattresses for every body and sleep style, with cooling mattresses for hot sleepers and tons of sizes to choose from. It's easy to find your perfect match using their sleep quiz, and I love our Brooklyn Bedding mattress.
It's literally helped save our marriage. Because as she was saying, hot sleepers, me,
Yep.
100%, but we have a cooling top.
and
right?
it works.
And it works, and it's so soft, but also firm. And we found just the right mattress using the sleep quiz, and we found out things about how we sleep that we had no idea until we went to Brooklyn Bedding.
All Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed and assembled in the USA, made with high-quality materials in their Arizona factory. Brooklyn Bedding offers a 120-night comfort trial. If you don't love your mattress, swap or return it hassle-free. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use your promo code too many at checkout to get 30% off site-wide during their Labor Day sale. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com, promo code TOOMANY for 30% off site-wide. Support the show and let them know Too Many Tabs sent you. brooklynbedding.com, promo code
Too many. So I am terrified right now.
Okay.
I want to be clear about that.
You want to hold my hand?
I do. I
We
need to
sit
hold
at a
your
table
hand.
and we hold hands.
I feel in peril.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on the verge of
That's rated PG for peril.
PG for peril is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Because you've been a man that you've been describing to me very negatively is about to
Yeah.
invent a new form of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I said, Dr. Tony is super vain, super arrogant, and pissed off because he has a receding hairline.
Yes.
He tried glue, comb-overs, toupees, etc. Nothing worked. Tony dreamed of a better way, a solution for balding men before turkey existed.
Yeah.
A hairpiece that wouldn't blow away, a permanent solution. Inspired by the implants he saw dentists using to hold prosthetic teeth in place, he decided to invent an implant that could be screwed into the skull and secure a toupee.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm hearing you. Mm-hmm. I'm taking a beat.
Yeah?
I know people used to get these. I do actually remember seeing these. We're talking about putting like 4 hooks into the top of someone's skull.
Bolts.
So they can latch.
Snap.
Snap?
You snap them. He had been working on cadavers trying to invent this, but he felt like he needed a live person to be the first true test subject for his invention. So who better than himself? But who would perform the surgery? The only surgeon he trusts, his dad. So his dad agrees, and the snap-on toupee surgery is taken on. His dad surgically implants titanium sockets into his skull, and then when it's healed, they're going to secure the toupee with gold snaps into the socket.
No. Just be comfortable with your own appearance. No.
Anyway, he patents it. Let me show you a picture of the patent.
No, shut up. What the fuck? Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God.
So for the audio listeners, this is the U.S. patent.
It's a series of screws and bolts that go into your brain head.
There's 4 of them, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. And then after the bolts are in, the toupee has snaps on the inside, and you just snap the toupee onto the bolts that are in your skull.
Do we know? Wait, what was the date on that?
1997.
1997? He had Jean-Luc Picard on television telling him to be comfortable with who he is as a person and having that exact hairline that is drawn in the fucking diagram, and he still went with this? Oh, what? That was do you see the thing on the bottom? Scroll to the bottom of the page. Do you see it's subdermal? What? Gross. No. I was promised poo quime quack, and you gave me like horrifying saw crack. This is no.
So his dad drilled the 4 holes in Tony's scalp.
Shut the fuck up. Just stop. I know, like legit. Legit, I don't like medical. I don't like surgery.
Well, let me get past it, okay?
I can't though. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You describe.
Okay, they snap the toupee into place after it heals, and it's time for the big time, right? He's gonna start promoting it to all the papers all over America. He's big into advertising.
Okay.
And I have a link to New York Times Daily News, or it's the New York Daily News from 1995, before the patent had cleared, that he helped get published, an article about it. It says, a New York doctor claims he has made it virtually impossible to flip your wig. Dr. Anthony Pignataro has invented a snap-on hairpiece that attaches to tiny metal pegs surgically embedded in the wearer's skull. He's not only the inventor, he's a client. For the first several months, it felt like somebody nailed a nail into my head, but I don't feel it at all now. I get up in the morning, put it on like a hat. It snaps right in. The optimistic cosmetic surgeon estimated that by 1997, 3,000 men will be wearing them. So?
It's just like I'm always this level of body modification.
Yeah.
For something like hair is just like, But also like,
but that's easy to say with your beautiful head of hair.
Well, come on. But but at the same time, I've talked about it here on the show. I've got some receding spots that are happening, like things happen. And this isn't always going to be that way. I've caught the white hairs in my beard in the sun.
And you didn't make a big deal out of it?
Didn't make a big deal out of it at all. Didn't maybe start yelling, I'm going to die soon.
Yeah.
But like there's something about it where it's like, okay. Also, just shave it. This is also people doing that, like pre-Bic.
Yeah.
Dudes just being like, oh, actually.
It's the 90s, babe.
It's the 90s.
Come on.
But the idea of snapping a toupee on.
Snap.
It's just, snap. Buttons.
So his office with the basement operating, where he's not board certified, he has a forged diploma for a facial cosmetic surgery board. He was allowed to sit in for the written exam there, but when it came time for the more difficult oral test, I guess he skipped it. So he's still not board certified. Now,
dude, you know what's crazy is Rand Paul is board certified because he created the board. He and his wife created a board so he could be an eye doctor.
Yeah.
And I just have to keep bringing that up. Senator Rand Paul.
I'm going to create a board of quackery.
Yes.
So that I can be in charge of the quackery.
Quack board. I have a board. Yeah, it's right over there.
No, don't bring up that board.
I can't because now I'm being silenced on TikTok.
His cuntiness is still doing a lot of work here. The charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. The business is off to a good start. He has lower prices than everybody else in town.
Well, he's the only one drilling holes in people's heads.
And he's the only doctor that advertises. Now, he's doing all types of cosmetic surgeries.
Oh, he is.
But he's the only one advertising because it's very passé for doctors to advertise.
Oh, okay.
But Dr. Tony doesn't feel that way. So he's putting ads in all the papers. He's got probably his face on a bus stop. He actually did a promo for a local radio show where he gave away a free set of boobs. Okay.
So he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows how to do this. That's the thing, though. And this is the thing with the quacks, though, in general. You have to have that.
Yeah.
You have to have charisma to a degree to convince people.
Except for Dr. Gundry, who may or may not be a quack in my opinion.
Whatever. But
because he has no charisma in those videos.
He has zero charisma,
boring.
but he surrounds himself with people with charisma, though.
Yeah.
Well, what he has is Gundry has the surrender to authority type of feel.
Got it. Yeah.
Because he has the actual in that way. Tony knows that Dr. Tony knows that his shit's all lies.
Yeah.
So because of that, he has to flash you, right? There's a lot of monorail energy in this.
Yeah. Let me tell you about Flashy. Dr. Tony is living, L-I-V-I-N. He's feeling his oats, okay? He wants the complete package. He wants you to know he's successful. He gets a red Ferrari. He's all fit. He's very tan. He's still emotionally abusing his wife and cheating on her all the time.
Gotcha.
He's getting famous. He got to go with Maury Povich to talk about the hair stuff.
Maury?
They did a hard copy episode. CBS Evening News with Tom Brokaw even covered the snapping toupee. Audiences love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Dr. Anthony said that the implants would last forever and require no maintenance. But again, there's no long-term studies because he invented this in his fucking basement on a cadaver. So we don't really know what happens long-term. And your skin, even on your head, starts to sag at a certain point. So,
Yeah.
nobody knows. I tried to look up what happened to the men who got this surgery, like, in the 90s, because there were thousands of men that got this done.
Yeah.
But I could not find any records of, like, what happened to them or if they had them removed or, like, what happened.
Yeah, like, I mean, there actually are people who have had radio waves that get picked up by fillings in their teeth.
Yeah.
Like, you have 4 tiny antennas in your head.
Yeah, lightning bolts. Look out.
I mean, like, there's things to this. Like, as you're going through, imagine, I want to walk you through a world.
Yeah.
You get the hair, you get the surgery.
Yeah.
You get the snap-on wig, right? And you have to the wig has to be specially made too to have the snaps in there. So you get the snap-on wig, snap, snap, snap. You meet a woman. You get married.
Oh my God.
Right? Mm-hmm. You're going on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
You're going through the airport security.
Uh-oh.
You set off the metal detectors. They start wanding you. They get to the head. Beep, beep. They're like, sir, what's going on up here? And then you go, click, 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 click. And she's like, oh, no.
Well, this is in the 90s, so it's before the
They
car.
still had metal detectors.
It was still before cars when they had to take their tires off.
Oh, and Disney's Pixar's Cars too? Where they have TSA?
Why? Because that implies that there's a Cars 911.
Because it implies that there was a shoe bomber.
Yeah.
It implies that there was a car shoe bomber.
A tire bomber.
Tire bomber. Yes, correct. You are correct. You are very, very correct on this.
So, okay. Some backstory that's happening. What's going on with Deb? Okay.
Okay.
Now, Deb had gotten hurt in a boating accident.
Deb.
Okay, no, because like they're doing lake people stuff. They got a cool speedboat.
Well, because they're in Buffalo. It's in Buffalo, and they're by a Great Lake.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have access to the Great Lake.
So she was in a boat accident.
She's in a boating accident.
And this is not anything like the boating accident that involved Kevin O'Leary and his wife, where no one was legally at fault. Okay? I want to be very clear about that.
That has nothing to do with this.
I had nothing to do with this.
Now, Deb is in a lot of pain. Legitimate pain.
Yeah.
And she gets prescribed painkillers, okay, for her pain.
Yes.
But these pills keep disappearing. Because guess who loves pills and drinking? Dr. Tony.
Dr.
So he's
Tony.
got
All right,
pills.
hold on. He's becoming charming again.
No. You're falling for the cuntiness.
No, I'm falling for the lorazepam of it all.
Oh.
It's the dad from White Lotus.
No.
He's just stealing
He's
little bit of
just
pills.
stealing some lorazepam.
Where's my lorazepam?
He's drinking. He's still cheating on her. This time,
Yeah.
he's cheating on her with a stripper who had come in for a fresh pair of moneymakers. And also,
Buddy, hold on. Don't eat at Taco Bell when you work at Taco Bell. That's crazy.
that's wild.
Also, she's going to expect a discount.
Well,
Did you give her a discount?
He got a discount on his nose back in the day.
From Deb.
Yeah, from Deb.
Yeah, but I'm saying though is the stripper mistress.
Yeah.
Like, so now you're not only are you cheating Deb's heart.
Yeah.
You're cheating her pocketbook at the end of the day.
And Deb's doing the paperwork.
Deb's doing all the
Deb's
paperwork.
doing the fucking accounting.
Yeah.
Ugh, you better charge full price so Deb doesn't find out.
You better find. That's how you got to do it.
Also, he gets cheek implants around this time.
Okay.
Which I need you to know that in the 90s, the cheek implant game was not good like it is now.
Do you have a picture?
I only have a picture of the long term of the cheek implant, and I'm going to show it to you at the very end.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to know.
I want to show you what the cheek implant looks now.
We're building towards what Dr. Tony Pignataro looks like today. He's still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the cheek plants are crazy. Also, back at the office, Dr. T is cutting corners and not spending any money, okay? Because again, we need money for cool stuff. Like Ferraris.
booze and pills.
Yeah, Ferraris.
Okay.
So he's limiting staff, he's limiting equipment, and he's limiting anesthesiologists.
No! Oh my God, you're alive the whole time. You're awake as he's putting bolts in your head? I know he's doing other stuff. This is crazy.
He considered all of that unnecessary. He ran the office on a skeleton crew. He had his a 22-year-old licensed practical nurse fresh out of trade school. And most often he had Debbie. Debbie often assisted during surgeries. Debbie does not have any medical training, but she is free. He also never hired anesthesiologists. He felt their fees were outrageous. So Dr. Anthony devised his own anesthesia regime. Before surgery, patients were given a big cup of approximately 12 pills to relax. Once they were chill, the nurse would insert an IV of sodium pentothal, whatever, during the procedure. And I guess that stuff like wears off pretty quick. So Anthony would signal for more drugs to be put through the IV as needed. So he's performing a surgery with his hands while also watching to see if they're feeling it, to let them know, hey, pump some more pain into that guy, pain meds.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. This is, I want to throw something out real fast.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's running his medical office like a family restaurant.
Yeah.
That's been inherited.
Yeah.
This is being run like an inherited family
Yeah.
restaurant.
I'm walking
and
out of this place.
if anyone who's ever worked at a place
It's the
where
worst fucking
the
job.
owner's loser, insane son takes over and he's clearly on drugs. He's clearly every day, there's never enough staff to cover anything.
Yeah.
They're cutting corners.
They're making you pool tips so that the sun can skim from the top.
From skipping to the top. There's so many red flags that are happening as Mrs. P is describing this. The turnover rate being high. The wife is the one who is actually the bookkeeper. There's
and
not
also an assistant to surgery.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, but like I said, Dr. Tony wants to be at the front line of new science. So he hears about this new surgery called Tuba, which is a trans-umbilical breast augmentation. Basically, it's the new kind of breast implants they do where they go through your belly button instead of under the boob.
Okay, yes, I've
Because
heard
they want
about
to
this.
avoid the scarring under here.
Yes, there's a scar that'll show up.
Yeah. So you do it through the belly button and then you like slide up under the muscle.
Yes. I've heard about these ones.
Yeah.
They become more popular over the last bunch of years.
So the whole thing is, though, this is in the 90s. This is when this is all being invented.
Yes.
And
The tuba. It
requires specialized equipment, camera systems, custom surgical instruments, precision, skill, training. Dr. Anthony obviously doesn't do any of that.
No, he doesn't even hire a fucking anesthesiologist. They might wake up in the middle of it.
So, but he does immediately start offering the tubas because he's like, people want it. So there's this woman, Sarah Smith, and she is one of his first tuba patients. She would be his last. She goes into cardiac and respiratory arrest on the operating table, slips into a coma, and dies a few days later.
Yeah, because they're not in a hospital.
Yeah. So a grand jury returns 6 indictments of manslaughter in the second degree for recklessly causing Sarah's death with criminally negligent homicide, yada yada, reckless injury, use of drugs, falsifying business records in the first degree, lying on a surgical report, criminal possession of forged instrument, in the third degree for hanging a fake diploma on his wall.
Oh, that's a felony?
That's a felony.
Good.
In this situation. However,
Yeah.
the judge followed the DA's recommendation for 6 months in prison and 5 years probation.
Wait, he killed a woman on an operating table while operating as a fake doctor. And he got 6 months in jail.
Yeah.
And 5 months
In prison. There's a difference between jail and prison.
Correct. You are correct. He got 6 months in prison and 5 years of probation.
Can we put the Cat Williams clip of him saying that?
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it
yeah.
off. Prison
Okay.
and jail aren't the same.
And you know what, Kat? You're right. We should take a break. Now, more than ever, it's important to save money and time. Rocket Money is the best way to manage money and reach your goals. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money helps you set financial goals and stay on budget by giving you personalized insights on your spending. See all your subscriptions in one place and cancel with just a few clicks. And not only have we used Rocket Money to help us save time, money, and realizations about it, we've recommended it to so many of our friends who in their busy lives have not realized how many times they've accidentally
Double subscribed.
or subscribed thinking they were buying something just once.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many things now that they sneak subscriptions into, which is why it's so helpful to have the Rocket Money dashboard. It makes it simple to manage your checking, savings, loan, and investment accounts, even when they're with different institutions, all with one clear view on one screen. Let Rocket Money help you reach your financial goals faster. Join at rocketmoney.com/TMT. That's rocketmoney.com/TMT. rocketmoney.com/TMT. Okay, so Mrs. P.
Also, he gets his medical license taken away from him.
That's what I was about to ask. The doctor, he
Dr.
never had a
Tony-
medical license. He never had a medical license. But now he's banned from ever getting one,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's what you mean?
Exactly. So now we're just going to call him Tony, right? Because we don't need to call him Dr. Tony
Dr.
anymore,
Tony
right?
Pignataro. No, because I think we do because he has a doctorate. He does have his doctorate. Maybe
Yeah.
he's not allowed because he's not an MD, though. I think that's the difference.
It's like having a JD, like you can't practice law, but you still can
Yeah.
do law.
I think there's something weird
There's
like
something
that.
in there?
There's something in there. But anyway, Tony Pignataro.
Tony Pignataro is going to prison for 6 months
That's
for
not
murdering
enough.
a woman.
For murdering a woman who went in who just like, she's like, yeah, I just don't want scars.
Yeah.
I just don't want scars. And I heard there's this new way to doing it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, I've done it all the time.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
So prison was a bummer because he went in with an alcohol and pill addiction and he wasn't allowed to do those.
Oh, so he gets sober.
He detoxes
In prison.
for a minute, but also all the prisoners are bullying him a lot and calling him Frankenstein because he wasn't allowed to wear his toupee, so he just had the bolts out.
Babe, I forgot about the bolts. I forgot that he has the bolts.
The bolts are just out. He's not allowed to wear a toupee because he could conceal a weapon under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just bolt out. And all the prisoners are calling him Frankenstein.
You know who he looks like?
Who?
I can tell you who he looks
In your mind canon.
in my mind canon
Yeah.
right now. He looks like the thinker from the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
No.
No, because you didn't watch that movie with me. I saw it without you.
Do you like how I was like, yeah.
I know. Hold on.
I am really good at improv. I will yes end when I need to.
I know, but I'm going to pull it up. And as I'm pulling it up here.
Okay, let me
Okay,
see.
you are not ready.
Okay,
you
I'm
are
not
not
ready.
ready. Okay.
Let me see.
And Mr. Third's going to put it up behind
Oh,
us
no.
as I show it to you.
Okay, ready?
Because this is what they said. So Frankenstein, bolt out of the heads. Right? That's Peter Capaldi
Yeah.
as the thinker, completely
Okay.
bald, bolt sticking out of the
Yeah.
head, mad,
Yeah.
thinks he's smarter than everybody else.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing with the thinker is that he augments his brain so he can think faster. You know, like
Okay.
that made him smarter.
So let's talk about how smart he is. He gets in really good shape in prison, obviously, because we're working out. We got nothing else to do.
Yeah, well, nobody's talking to him. They're like,
But-
you fucking put bolts in your head, idiot.
But also maybe he accidentally gets super addicted to heroin
Oh.
because he makes a friend there named Arnie. He meets this guy in prison named Arnie.
Yeah.
And Arnie tells him all about prison drugs because he's detoxing. And Arnie's like, well, here's how we get it. This is how we move those things around.
Yeah.
He does get released from prison after 4 months on good behavior.
They didn't even give him the full 6?
No.
Dude, our system's
4
crazy.
months.
I just want to point out there is a trans woman here in America who this week got sentenced to 50 years in prison,
Yeah.
in a men's prison, because she attended a protest where something happened. She wasn't even involved in anything else with it. She was at the protest. She got 50 fucking years. Another guy moved a box. This asshole killed a woman while pretending to be a doctor, nearly killed a different man,
Yeah.
and has also nearly injured another that we know of, all also while doing a bunch of other illegal shit, and he got 6 months and only had to serve 4.
Yeah.
This is like the January 6th dudes all over again. That's how this feels to me.
Yeah.
That's how
So he
it
comes
feels
out
to
of
me.
prison and he's a new man. He's changed. He's being nice to his wife. He's showing up for the kids. He's like, let's renew our vows. He buys Deb a car.
With what money?
I don't know. Deb is thrilled. This is the man she's always wanted, right?
Okay.
Except, of course, he's still cheating on her the whole time. He had a girl that, like, he was cheating on her with before he went into prison, and they kept in contact all the time. This woman's name is Tammy. Of course. Of course her name's Tammy. Now, here's the thing. Tony is stealing money from the family accounts regularly to go secretly use drugs with Arnie, who also got out, and Tammy. And Deb finds out, and she's pissed about the cheating and the stealing money. So
Deb, Deb,
Deb, what are we doing?
Deb, reach out real fast. Grab my hand.
Hold my hand.
I want to explain this to you in the nicest way.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot, Deb.
Yeah.
I don't like to victim blame. I don't. But somewhere in there, somewhere in there, you're like, yeah, I'm out.
All right, it's 1999.
It's not even the 2000s yet?
1999.
This entire story is pre-9/11.
1999, Deb is feeling bad.
Okay.
She has excruciating abdominal pain, and she keeps losing track of time. So she goes to the ER with her doctor husband, and the doctors are like, well, maybe it's pancreatitis. That's like her pancreas.
Yeah, pancreas.
And they send her home, hoping that it's nothing more than that, right? But her health declines rapidly. She can barely stand. She's in agonizing pain or total numbness. And her doctors are baffled and scrambling to try to figure out what's wrong with her. Mm-hmm. Doctors begin to suspect there's something like, it's not illness, it's toxins. And they're like, well, she loves gardening, so maybe it's like some chemical she's using in the garden. Like, what is this, baba? And so they're testing her. They run her urine for poisons. And the results show that Deb's body contains massive amounts of arsenic. So much arsenic, they couldn't believe she was even alive.
Is Tony feeding her rat poison?
Ant poison, but yes.
Fucking Tony. Fucking Tony. Tony, why are you killing your ride or die? Why are you killing your ride or die, man?
Now, Tony,
Also, Deb, why were you still there?
Tony,
Not to victim blame. I don't want to victim blame. But there is a lot in this where I'm like, Deb, you fucking idiot.
So Tony's like...
That's why he was being nice to you, by the way. That's why he was being nice to you so he could kill you.
So you would eat the soup.
Yeah.
So you would eat the soup.
So you eat the soup. Oh, babe, look, I bought
made you some soup, babe.
I made you a coffee.
Oh,
that's what I do
Italian wedding soup.
Yeah, I tell Mrs. P every single day. I'm like, if I wanted to take you out, a little bit of flour.
Yeah.
Just a pinch of flour in her coffee every morning.
You don't know how to use the coffee machine.
But I don't know how to, and that's how she knows that she's safe.
He's not going to learn.
That's how she knows she's safe.
He's not going to learn.
No, what am I going to do? Cook?
What are you going to do? Write a podcast by yourself?
Okay, I've done that before.
When?
It was like a couple months ago. I write a whole other podcast by myself every day.
So
I'm doing a tour where I'm writing the podcast with assistance, but also, okay. Wow, there's a lot of digging in that one.
That's a good one.
I felt that knife twist.
Yeah.
Now I understand Dr. Tony a little more.
So Dr. Tony is telling his wife, he's like, babe, they're wrong. You have to trust my medical opinion. It's your gallbladder. You just have to have your gallbladder removed.
Babe.
And he keeps telling the other doctors, he's like, no, it's her gallbladder. You're wrong, blah, blah, blah. And then the doctors, I guess when there's enough arsenic in somebody's system, they're required to report it to the police. So then investigators get involved. And they're like, they pull Deb's hair because your hair can track how much arsenic is in it. And I guess the arsenic trail in her, presented a timeline of like slow poisoning to lots of poisoning to like, oh my God, somebody's dumping just so much arsenic in her soup.
Yeah, because it's starting at the root and then going all the way out to the end of the strand.
And so like, it's fucking insane. And the police immediately start suspecting Deb's husband was intentionally poisoning her because when she was sick, the only food she would eat was soup. And so he was potentially poisoning the soup, which is like from The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
For those that haven't seen The Sixth Sense. So here's the thing. They cannot prove it. Investigators are having a really hard time. They don't have proof. They find like ant poison, but like they can't prove he did it.
And they can't find
he bought it in cash. Like
and so there's no Apple Pay, there's no flock cameras, there's no panopticon that's constantly tracking him. He didn't make Instagram posts of exactly in the neighborhood of the Home Depot where you would buy the ant poisoning.
He didn't Google stuff while she wasn't even home.
Yeah, he didn't go look up how do I poison my wife as I'm cheating on her while doing a bunch of heroin.
Yeah.
And also my skull is pulsating from the titanium studs that my own father drilled into my head at my request. He couldn't go to ChatGPT and say,
oh, Dr. Tony would have loved ChatGPT.
Oh, he would have loved it. It would have been like, yes, Dr. Master.
Yeah, would have loved
one of those weirdos. Who
he would
like
have got full psychosis.
Oh,
if he was
100%.
on TikTok, come on.
Oh, my God.
So,
Dr. Tony on TikTok speaking to Claude.
Would have crushed.
That would have done.
3 mil.
Dude.
3 mil followers.
Oh, and with I'm sure fucked up
he would be
face.
working at the fucking White House. Are you kidding?
Oh, my God. He'd have listen, whatever the story is, it ends with a Trump pardon.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
He just did it too soon. You always say he's just too soon.
Everyone was too soon.
So here's the thing. They can't prove he did it, but they knew that they could lock him up for violating parole because they could prove he was doing heroin, which was against his parole.
That'll get you.
And that was the way that they could make sure he didn't flee the state because he kept
Yeah.
saying he was going to go away or something. So here's the thing. Investigators and police are they're trying to figure out how they can get information on how to prove he did this, right?
There's such a simple test, though. It would be to take her and be like, hey, we're going to send you to your mom's for a week. Oh, look at that.
Suddenly you're better.
Suddenly you're better.
Okay, now there's a lot of backstory in this of she still wouldn't snitch on him and she still didn't think it was him.
Oh no, she has
the kids got taken away for a minute.
Dude, I'm saying her brain's cooked.
Yeah.
Her brain's cooked. She's locked in.
Yeah.
It's beyond sunk cost.
So
Yeah.
anyway, ring, ring, ring. The investigators get a phone call from a guy named Arnie who used to be friends with Tony in prison. And Arnie says, hey, I got information because Tony once asked me to help find him poison. Because Arnie had recently got arrested again for something else, and he's looking on a way to snitch to get out of it.
Yeah.
Right? So Arnie is in jail, and he's like, yeah, he came to me and asking about poison, and I ignored him because I just assumed he was high or something. But he kept bringing it up, saying Deb was driving him crazy because she wouldn't give him access to the money, and he wants the money to do drugs with Arnie and Tammy.
Oh.
So here's the problem. Everything is still entirely circumstantial, right?
Yeah.
There's a motive, right? There's no evidence. There's Arnie, but there's not a lot of credibility from another jailhouse snitch, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of put it out there into, let's say, the prison industrial complex. They put the word out through the snitch pipeline. Does anybody have any information about Tony, right? And it's fucking Ticketmaster just launched Taylor Swift tickets. Everybody
Because everyone hates him.
Everybody fucking hates him because he's acting the same way he acted in the fucking hospital as how he acted in prison. So even when he's being mocked openly, he's still an arrogant prick. So it's unprecedented. People are requesting to be informants. Nobody's ever requested to be informant. You get chosen to be informant against your will. We all know this. People are like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. So everybody fucking hates this guy. They're all talking shit. They're all like, this is something he said to me once in passing. Yeah, I'll do it. So 3 different inmates had said during their current, when he was in prison with them that, 3 different inmates who are in prison with him right now, because Arnie's in prison for this parole violation, right?
Yeah.
These guys are like, he tried to hire people to put a hitman on Arnie to shut Arnie up, right? So then investigators arranged for one of these informants to connect with Anthony to ask about this hitman thing. Now, Anthony's on the phone, a recorded line. We all know this.
Yeah, you're calling from prison.
You're
It's
calling from
recorded.
prison.
There's no privacy.
Anthony, who speaks fluent Spanish,
From
is
Puerto
speaking
Rico.
Spanish to an alleged hitman on this prison call, and he thinks that the people listening to recorded calls don't speak Espanol, and they wouldn't know what he was saying.
So he thinks
And he offers.
he thinks Spanish is a secret language?
Yes.
He thinks Spanish is a secret code word. Like he's a wind talker, a Navajo wind talker in World War II.
He's like, hola, ¿cómo está?
Biblioteca?
They'll never figure this out.
Get the fuck.
No más pantalones. He offers this fake hitman $10,000 to have Arnie killed.
That's not
On
a
a
lot of money.
recorded
I just
line.
went real fast. That's not a lot of money.
In 1999, it is.
Nah, it's not that much. That's not that much. I feel like a man's life, you got to at least start out at 50.
Anyway, the investigators go to Tony and they're like, we have proof. You need to, because he's like, they're going to finagle it where he's going to accept the guilty charges on trying to poison Deb to get away from the charges of trying to kill Arnie.
Yeah, because like nobody cares about Arnie.
Yeah, we don't actually care about Arnie.
That's the thing though, is like, yeah, if you take it to a jury trial or you
Yeah.
you have a judge render a decision.
Yeah.
Trying to kill your own wife
Yeah.
is going to be a little bit higher than trying to kill a guy.
The wife who stood by you through a lot.
Through a lot.
Yeah.
Through a lot, Tony.
A lot. Your wife who watched you unsnap that toupee every night before bed.
Every night.
Yeah, she watched you. You put your little toupee on a little thing where it sits.
Yeah.
I think about that when I put my little like thing on my silk wrap.
Your
and
bonnet.
I got my eye thing, and then I put my red light mask on, and I go, he still loves me.
Yeah. I can't tell you, anytime I walked in on Mrs. P with the red light mask on, that's some terrifying shit. That is about as close to Eyes Wide Shut, I think, as I've ever been.
Yeah.
Is I've walked into the room, Mrs. P, bonnet on, red light mask, and she's doing research for the podcast. And then, like, the door to I open the door to her bedroom, open the door, and then she looks up at me, and I'm like, and I just, there's a moment, because her eyes are red. It's hard to explain. Yeah. I don't know if my description is doing justice. But it's terrifying. Yeah. There's also the mask itself has an uncanny valley.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like it's like a 90s mannequin.
Yeah, well, it looks like the metal guys from Doctor Who. The robot guys from Doctor Who.
Cybermen.
It looks like a Cyberman
It looks like a That's their second Doctor Who reference, because Peter Capaldi also played Doctor Who.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what it is? It's because each time you keep talking about a doctor, and I go, who?
The doctor.
Tony Pignataro. Pignataro. That's
Pignataro.
it. Tig, no, we're so sorry.
We would never.
I love, but I was going to say, though, is, okay, this guy, he fell out with his cellmate.
Yeah.
Who he did drugs with.
When he got out with Tammy.
When he got out, okay, yeah. That's not going to rank as high as trying to murder your wife
with
for
two
money
kids.
with your 2 kids. And
she helped you do surgeries on people.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you're about to orphan your children.
So the prosecutors did find in the case that they had evidence that suggested that the reason why Anthony had asked hospital doctors to perform a surgery to remove Deb's gallbladder was because the arsenic in her system would have killed her during that specific surgery. Anthony pled guilty, only because they had the Arnie stuff, to the charges and was sentenced to 15 years in prison.
That's it? Just 15?
Just 15.
This is crazy. I hate this. I hate our justice system so much. It makes no goddamn sense.
So, after being released from prison...
Also, real fast, can I just say something about these cops? These cops are fucking morons. Because number one, first thing you do is, if you can, separate Deb from him, see if she gets better. Second thing, when you said to pluck the hair, right?
Yeah.
You could probably work out a reasonable time frame to be like, it's crazy. This all started when he got out of prison.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that corroborates with it. There's so many things along these lines that you could kind of figure this shit out.
Yeah.
You know?
So where do you go when you're released from prison?
You go to a halfway house.
No. Well, you go to the halfway house of America, Florida. So Anthony moves to South Florida and changes his name to Tony Houte, Houte.
Shut the fuck up.
In 2019,
That's too close.
He posted a profile on eldercare.com where he advertised his services as a trustworthy senior caregiver in South Florida.
Bro, is he killing old people in South Florida right now for their fucking Social Security checks?
He also, of course, starts his own line of cosmeceuticals called Tony Houte Cosmetics, which is spelled with too many Q's and E's, which looks like, in my opinion, Dr. Gundry's fucking website, which proves yet again why you shouldn't buy pills and potions from these people.
Yeah.
He refers to his products as DNA-based plasma protocols, where it's basically a system of pills or lotions that use your own blood to create customized skincare. And this website and the post on eldercare got taken down because local news got involved. Like, local news people did the whole thing. I actually have a clip of it where they're like, Tony, like up in his car with a microphone, like, is it true that you're Dr. Tony Pignataro from Buffalo, New York, and you've changed your name and now you're hiding out in Florida?
I wanted to ask you why you are calling yourself a doctor again.
Tony Houte looks surprised to see us. Surprised that we know he's in South Florida and that we know about his dark past.
And that causes him to remove the thing on eldercare.com and remove the website where he was trying to sell his cosmeceuticals.
Cosmeceuticals is a crazy name, and I don't like it.
Yeah. As of today, I have no idea what the hell he's up to. I did find his Facebook page.
He has a Facebook.
He has a Facebook. It hasn't been updated publicly since 2024. Let me see here. I have his Facebook page. And on his Facebook page, you know how like you can put like your title line of like who you are? It says, where he describes himself, young at heart, yet an old school gentleman. And this is what he looks like today. He's wearing the toupee, and those cheek plants are cheek implanting.
Oh my God. He looks horrifying. Also, he looks Florida. This is the most Florida man I've ever seen.
It's real Florida.
That's Florida as hell,
That's
dude.
super Florida. Look at this.
That is Florida as hell. The banner picture.
The banner
of himself,
picture looks like a drunk man.
The two pictures you pulled from his
in
Facebook.
my opinion.
The two pictures you pulled from Facebook are both in, I believe, in bars.
Yeah, they look like a drunk guy in a bar.
Yeah, these look like pictures that someone else took of him in a bar.
Yeah. That's Anthony Holt is how he goes by. I don't know if he legally changed his name or not.
Or if he just says he changed it. That picture's crazy.
This one? Oh, yeah.
Oh
you
my
wouldn't
God.
trust that guy in a
Knowing
basement?
that's snapped on.
Yeah.
That's
Snapped
a
on.
snap on.
Yeah.
He must feel like such an asshole now that everyone just goes to Turkey. If he had just waited.
Just waited. He could have
If he had
moved to
just
Turkey.
waited. He could still move to Turkey.
Oh my God, what if he moves to Turkey?
Honestly, he would fit in.
He'd crush.
He'd do really well.
So that is everything I could scavenge the internet to collect about Dr. Anthony Pignataro.
The murderer.
The
Murderer.
true crime quack.
True crime quack things.
And here's
in
the thing,
there.
I couldn't find anything about cocaine. But this reeks of cocaine,
it
right?
feels, yeah.
This feels like cocaine.
Yes.
Like who is the artist? With the painting above our bed.
Oh, Patrick Nagel.
Yes.
Yes.
It just screams of 80s and early 90s cocaine.
Yes. Yeah, there's a
I
lot
couldn't
of-
find any proof of it. It just is in the air.
It does. It
like
definitely,
a Duran Duran song.
Yeah.
In a red Ferrari.
I bet you there's had to been a part of time though. There definitely was a day when Dr. Tony was in his red Ferrari, hungry like the wolf is on.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
His hair is blowing in the wind, but not off.
But not off. That's why he needed the bolts.
That's why.
The first time he bought the Ferrari, he was like, it'll flap.
Oh, man.
It'll flap, and then my stripper mistress, she'll make fun of me.
Tammy will be upset.
Tammy will be upset. Imagine cheating on your wife with someone named Tammy.
One or two.
Oh my God. This is, honestly, can I tell you? Honestly, having a Philadelphia side in the story,
Yeah.
not surprising anymore because that's just what happens with us.
Yeah.
But it ending in Florida, it almost feels like it was written. Like it feels like a mini series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then how's the story end? Well, he moved to Florida. Of
And
course he did.
And we've lost track.
Of course he did.
So if you live in Florida, just know that if
you
you
might
go
be-
see a doctor and he says he's going to help you and his name's Dr. Tony Pignatoli, look out. Pignataro.
Yeah. Here's the test. Here's what you do. Treat everybody named Tony like a Santa Claus at the mall. Give it a tug.
No.
Grab him by the wig and give it a little tug.
No.
If you hear a snap, run. Well, that's this week's episode, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next week every noon. Like, subscribe, comment, get those new episodes, or check out the playlist for some more.